Alright, for my education creating projects, I decided to use an application called Educreation and also concept maps in my classes. Educreation is a free app or website that allows for teachers to create instructional videos for their students. It's kind of like Khan Academy, except that it will have your own voice on it, so the students might have a little bit more of a connection and learn a little bit more because it's not a stranger teaching them. Educreation, like I said, is either a free app or it is a website that you could use as well. It's very easy to find and use. You could use it on an iPad or any type of tablet. The rationale for my project was that I wanted to create a way for my students to be able to review for an upcoming test, and then this way that not only they could listen and watch the video, but they could share it with their parents as well. The students were asked to summarize their information over Caribbean South America, which is the countries of Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana, by using their books, notes, reading strategies, and information that we talked about in class. Students worked in small groups of 3 to 4 people to collaborate on what they believed was important and should be reviewed on our test. At the end of the class, we decided to get back together, and that way everybody could hear what they thought was important and kind of pool our knowledge together so I could create this video. I made the video right there during class, and that way they could see what it looked like. I could show them how to find it and even how to play it, and they could listen to what I sounded like on a video. The resources that I needed was an iPad. That way I could record very quickly, and I have a stylus pen. That way I could write right on my iPad for the video. I also needed the wireless internet. That way I could just download it very quickly, and I could send the link out through my school email account so all my parents in my second and third hour classes could easily find the video and watch it at any time. Like I said, they're asked to summarize. They were given about 30 minutes to put this information together and 15 minutes that we could meet and talk as a group about the information, and they could either agree that it was important or disagree and say that no, this is something they felt that shouldn't be on the video. I read off the information just to make sure that to reinforce this is what they wanted on the video, and as long as students have access to the internet and a computer with speakers, it would go very well. There are many advantages to using Educreations. It can be a powerful review activity for multiple different classes. It can help out with homework if students are failing or not getting a concept. They can use the website and search out even different ways of doing things. So the videos that are public cover a wide range of materials from all different subjects, and it doesn't have to be just from a certain teacher. One of the disadvantages that I thought of using Educreations was that some students don't have high-speed internet or internet at all, so that they could not watch the video. Some students said they had a dial-up connection and they thought that the download took too long and it really hampered their learning activity. So the students that had high-speed internet didn't have this problem, so as more and more people get high-speed internet, this will even become a better project. The Common Core was one of the big strategies that I used for 6th grade students that in Michigan. They have to summarize information through the Common Core, and I do this through my social studies GLICs, and this will also help students with listening skills and navigating the internet. You could also use this video or application in many different ways. Like I said, you can see on the website here that you can look at a lot of different classes. Down through here you can see some of the featured videos going on, and you can search through multiple videos over a wide range of subjects. I even saw that coaches were using it by diagramming plays so that the team could watch the videos while they're not practicing or at games, and this gave them an extra advantage. Without looking at a playbook, they could hear their coach's voice going through the play all together. Now, this is a link for my Educreation video. You can go to it. It's very short. It's only like 2.5 minutes. I didn't add any extra information. I wanted it to be student created, but they could hear my voice. Now the second part, I decided for my 4th, 5th, and 6th hour classes that we would make concept maps. We kind of did this the same way, where students worked in groups and had to summarize their information, and we would meet back as a class. I decided to use the website called Text to Mind Map, and I used this before in a graduate class. I think it's very easy to use. My students used it last year and they enjoyed making concept maps because they could control how much information that you can put on it. Here is a website, the Text to Mind Map. It's very easy to use and create your own map. You can even go to different options, changing color, size, line size, and you can download it, you can share it. So there are a lot of good uses to this website. And like I said, it's very easy to use. Once again, same thing. We worked together in small groups, met back together as a class. Same resources. Students use their books, notes, videos, and what we talked about in class, summarizing what is important for the region. This time I used a school computer with high-speed internet with a projector in my classroom, so the students could actually see the concept map as it was being created, and I needed a printer so that all students could receive a map. We started by looking at a concept map that my students created last year so that they could kind of get the gist of the information and what it would look at like, changing the font, color. That way they thought maybe if a different color worked better. This is a very hands-on project that the students liked. Some of the advantage to this is that it is a very easy review sheet to create and you can hand out to all the students. Some students that take longer to learn or have a learning disability, they might get more information than they would have had at the very beginning and have information that they didn't think of before. Some of the disadvantages I found out that some students wanted more information on it, but they just were overruled by their group and we were limited by time. Once again, this worked well with the Common Core and using my Glicks, and you could use this in any class. It's a program that's easy to organize information, so there's a wide range of possibilities for this website. Here is one of my classes. This is my 4th hour class. This is the mind map that they came up with, and they broke it down between physical geography, the country of Colombia and Venezuela, and the Guyanas. This is my 5th hour class. They kind of argued a little bit too much and we didn't get to Venezuela and the Guyana, so they didn't have as much information as my other classes. And this was my 6th hour class. You could see they did a lot and we had a very complete concept map. So those are the 2 types of strategies that I used in my class, and it went well. My students seem to like it, and hopefully I will be able to use it again in the future.